Good evening, everyone. My name's Lemuel Sora. I'll be the host for the evening again. We're having another wonderful Terminal Thursday, and I'm already very thrilled to be here together with Gellert again, like last week. Gellert, how you doing?
Hey, and a good evening to everyone. Well, maybe I should answer the question as well. Yeah, I'm doing great. I'm really excited for today.
I'm gonna hope that the Twitch gods are not gonna strike us down again, killing the stream, but it should be fine.
Yeah, for those asking last time, so what ended up happening was there was a solar flare. Yeah, it prevented the Soviet Union from losing a famed battle there. It was good timing, I think.
You won by such a hot hair, otherwise we would have been able to strike you down. You got out this last time, but this time we will not show mercy.
Well, it was literally hot, you know.
Alright.
A little radiation never killed anyone, right?
I mean, you remember how the nuclear testing was back in the day? They would go ahead and do the testing, like, oh, don't look at it when the bomb goes off, but the second the bomb goes off and the blast is past, you could turn around and look at it. The people are dead now, so...
But actually, last time, I was quite peaceful.
Sure. Let's go with peaceful.
But also, for those watching, there was this massive misplay where I miscalculated the amount of government I would need for Mr. Tito, and then ended up
losing all of his
losing
planes.
my Air Force. Say again?
Losing all of your planes, because you also miscalculated how much I had stationed in Iceland.
Oh, yeah. Sure did, yeah.
Which side do you prefer? Before you...
you can pick one. It's both of
Alright,
them.
let's continue from last week, because we are not able to finish last week, so... Let's go ahead and get that on the road.
Yeah.
Ooh. I like these focuses.
Yeah, they're not actually that not half bad, I gotta say. Let's see.
Oh, this focus. Python has nightmares of this focus. Enemies within. He has nightmares of this focus. Because he had a game as the USA where he was having a really nice time. He had 2 elite alignment and I think 2 government alignment. And I was like, hold my beer. I'm just gonna click this random focus up here. Yeah, it didn't go that well.
Alright, so the Soviet Union begins with launching the Socialist Bath Party. Yay! That gives me 3 influence in Egypt, 1 influence in the Levantian zone, and I gained 1 government. That's a pretty good deal. What do you reckon about that?
Yeah, it's a decent deal, but I usually prefer to just block off around the Libyan zone and not block off that far at Egypt. Because this way you can have a little bit more of stuff that you can do, like, you know, have some fun like there.
Oh. Well, that's a good try. Now the question is, do I want to give Jewish support or support the Arabs? Well, I think we're gonna be supporting the Arabs.
Why not both? Peaceful coexistence. The way to harmony.
No, we shall have none of that. And in particular, and I think of more noteworthy thing is also recruiting Kimati. At this point, it can be a good thing to anchor something else than just the Middle East. I got political favors. So political favors is something the Soviet Union gets from. It's with the leader of Israel, Ben Gurion, and basically he established this contact with me. Haha. Now let's see, what do we want?
Wasn't really planning on using him, so sure. The current situation, he isn't a super strong leader, and I'm not gonna use him too much. Tunisia? What are you doing in Tunisia, my boy?
You've seen nothing. What?
Yeah, you've seen nothing. There's nothing in Tunisia. Go home.
I thought you might have a ship there, but no.
I mean, here's the thing. I might. It may also instead be in Algeria or Libya. Maybe there's also a ship in the central Turkey zone. Or in the Bosporus Strait. You never know.
Actually...
Maybe there's battle cruiser currently running ashore at Sevastopol. Have you checked? I recommend you check that.
This is very interesting. Oh. What's this? What's this?
I'm defending my rightful territory. Please go away.
Yeah, I don't like that at all, actually. I had some plans for that. Well, I guess it's alright. Alright, I'll leave. Thank you for the tea.
Oh, you want tea? Well, sorry. We can meet in Asia for some tea. If you want to come to Hokkaido, I'll add some sake.
Oh, you'll hook you'll hook me up. That's awesome.
I mean, I know the economic situation in the Soviet Union isn't too great, so I'll give you one. It's on. I'm just imagining right now, like the leader of the Soviet Union, just Stalin standing there with Truman, like dinner in Tehran? No, dinner in Hokkaido.
Yes, please.
We'll have some rice wine. There'll be some pufferfish. The non-lethal version of it. The non-lethal version.
I was gonna ask, are you trying to kill me or something?
No.
Disarmament.
Ooh. War in China has just ended.
Yep.
Second. Yep.
So this means that Chinese Civil War is no more, and we have.
Didn't think it was that easy. I really didn't think solving the Chinese Civil War would have been that easy.
Super easy.
How to solve the problems in the world. Hey Stalin, dinner in Hokkaido?
You know, just a little bit of sympathy. Isn't that how that song goes? A little bit of sympathy. Let's see here.
Matt is doing fine. One thing I always like about this is the funny situation that you have if you make super leaders. Because historically, most of these leaders weren't around for the entirety of the Cold War. But if you make a leader too strong, then he will survive the Cold War and survive forever. Hey, it's no problem. Hope you're gonna enjoy this a little bit. We're already having some fun. We already had a dinner in Hokkaido.
And
currently,
also, hey, look, we're having tea in East Asia.
He's currently driving his tank through Inner Mongolia. We just fixed the Civil War. As you can see, there's no more Civil War markers. There's no war zones here, so we can have peace in China. But yeah, for Ace, for you to understand is that at the beginning of the game, since the Civil War is still raging, all of these zones here are striped, just like this region here, which means that this is a war zone. Since we both decided to disarm the region and pulled all of our armies out, the entire theater got disarmed and all war zones got cleared. So there's no more war zones, and there's no more fighting here.
Yeah, it's really Hakuna Matata all the way.
Yeah.
In the meantime,
What is he doing? Are you having another date with Benjarina?
I'm actually exploring the sites.
That's what they always say. I'm just here to be a tourist, and then out of nowhere they try to install socialist dictatorship in your country. You can never trust these commies.
This goes against all we believe in.
But yeah, so if you have any questions, just drop them out. We currently are doing some stuff here. But whilst we are both obviously trying to win, we have time to explain stuff, and if he finds out a few things because I have to talk about it, then it's not too much of an issue. We're both here to have fun. Oh yeah, it's also a fun thing we have in the game, because if you don't like the colors here, if you don't like to see orange and blue, you can also change the colors, which is a fun thing I do, but well, we try to avoid it because it gets rather extreme in some cases. Like it even specifically says that those are hardcore modes. But some actually pretty fine. I don't dislike all of them. It's just, usually they are really extreme. I think this one, oh no, there's the Red October. 1 second. Green Mid and Red October are actually really extreme on your eyes. This is why I prefer to have the standard mode, but it's a fun thing to have all of these. Like if you get bored by the normal color scheme, you can always change it around a bit.
Yeah.
South Korea. Alright. Moving into South Korea, how dare you? I told you that you can just take
all
that.
an illusion. No,
No. You can't just take that.
There's no such thing. Well, a little bit, maybe.
We'll see about that in a second. We'll see about that.
The thing is... yeah, as I was just saying, the thing is, I think you have,
I told you to stop touching my South Korea. You didn't listen. Alright. What are we gonna see? Nuke him? Nuke Korea? Problem solved? No! Do I also have to tell you that nuking Korea is not the option? You can't just go around nuking everybody.
no, disarmament. That's the way to go. But so the Mama Rebellion is a pretty cool thing because I, of course, got Kimati on board first, boosted him up so he has 4 power, and then by picking this particular focus,
you can now restart this zone.
Yeah, and I get 1 influence also for each of his power. So putting that stack up, it means you get more power. So
I've actually done a similar thing against. I've done a similar thing against Python in Cuba.
Oh, that's cool.
Because in Cuba you can do the same thing. You can create a war zone and get influence and change. So he disarmed Central America with me 3 times. So I was sitting there like, oh, look at that, 11 power. That's pretty nice. It was my game of
sunshine.
Yeah, it was my game of super leaders because I had a super Hoxa with 11th power. I had a
oh wow.
I had a Mega Naga, which I think Naga. Was it Naga? I think it was Naga. Let me quickly check. Yeah, here it's a 21 Hoxa and a 13 NASA. Plus, I had at the end 6 on Castro left. And I was
Oh,
also
wow.
telling him not to step into Southern America, because I still had Peron, Allende, and Che both all three available. So when he tried to do anything in South America, I was like, you know, I have this thing here. It's called a leader, but I prefer to call him a bomb. Because they are landmines. Because when he moved into the Indo-Chinese zone, luckily, there's 2 leaders I can summon, and yeah, goodbye to all of your troops.
Yeah, it can be quite powerful, actually.
You connect your stuff on route?
Alright. I'm just getting things organized. Let's see. The good thing about having Kimati in particular is he's kind of a thorn in the side, whilst at the same time still being pretty decently solid.
Useful, but also annoying.
Never annoying. It's just cool.
No, Shadow, I won't nuke Korea. We won't save anything. There's only one thing which can save us. That's the United States Marine Corps. Hoorah! And they've just come ashore in Africa.
What is this?
It's the United States Marine Corps.
Machine.
Hoorah, Marines! We're going in. Time to collapse some communists.
Well, let's see here.
There's nothing you can do. The Marine Corps has already arrived. You might as well just surrender, communist.
What? No. Never.
Slavia, Albania. He's trying that stuff. Alright.
Did you really land the Marines there? Yeah, you did.
I did land the Marines there. This is the USMC, the United States Marine Corps. They are here. I told you. Better give up, communist. United States Marine Corps is here. You think I'm bluffing?
Not anymore.
Hurrah, Marines! Here to save the day.
And I wonder if you already... Maybe you deployed something here as well. No, you didn't. Nothing. I said nothing.
Here's the thing, you might not see anything, but they're still there.
It's definitely not there. I mean, I checked.
Yeah, but here's the thing, which you don't know. I've discovered this thing. It's called a camouflage net. It's super efficient.
Oh, West Germany. So it seems. We have a good old-fashioned standoff.
Yeah, in this case we're not on the borders of Berlin though. Or probably in the streets of Nuremberg right now.
Should be alright.
gonna be fine.
I think you're gonna be pretty chilled there, so maybe I'll just pick up some.
You're gonna go and grab some handouts?
Well, I think strategically, you have a strong position, but not yet a winning one. I think Sub-Saharan Africa should be pretty solid. Though.
No. Maybe. Think.
Oh, the.
Forgot
all the leaves are
Kamati.
brown.
You forgot Kimati, my boy.
Arms race.
Interesting.
We.
Yeah, that's fine.
Well, he disarmed Eastern Europe, which means I have free reign of just straight up invading him.
Yeah, but you're not gonna be doing that.
I will.
No. No.
Yes, my lord. This is mine now.
Never.
I mean, if you don't mind, I'm just going to take over the East German Baltic zone, and when the next timeline, sorry, when two timelines have ticked over, I'll just quickly go ahead and drop them into a ginormous leader and take over the entirety of the Soviet Union. Because democracy, time to get you boys some freedom.
No, you would never do such a thing. You're a peaceful, loving American.
I mean, here's the thing, you say I would never do something like that, but I'm already doing it. I'm doing it right now.
I saw your tricks in the Aleutian Islands.
Don't worry about it. There's only 2 bomber commands, about 2 carriers, a bunch of destroyers, and a few dozen fighters there. We're just defending our strategically important territories after you've violated international waters.
It's okay.
Quickly having a look at the world, and the way I see it is that the Asian territories are mostly under your control and not above too much. South Africa is still contested. The Middle East is still everybody's grab. Western Europe and Eastern Europe is completely out of my hand though. Ooh. Fix the timeline. Let's see, what do we get? What do we get? What do we get? Island of Freedom. That sounds nice.
Ooh. I also have some very interesting ones. In fact,
What do we get? What do we get?
I will begin with this. Hey, hello alignment.
Disarmament.
Boys, we did
The
it!
enemy have launched their first object.
We saved the Vietnam crisis! We fixed everything! We fixed Vietnam.
Yeah, there's peace.
Yeah. This is everything we had to do. The Soviets just had to give up their entire country to America.
Well,
This is how you get
Yeah.
peace. Did you pull out? No, I never was in Vietnam, because remember the game starts in 45. This is way before any of this actually happened. Before America was like, yeah, let's go in there. I just decided never to go in. And in this case, basically, disarmament means that if I disarm, it pulls all my troops that I have there out. And if the enemy decides to arm, then I'm allowed to place influence. If the enemy decides to disarm, then neither can place influence, but it also removes all units and it removes all war zones. So if both sides decide to disarm, then the entire zone just gets reset. Influence stays the same, all units are pulled out, all war zones are cleared. Which is why sometimes disarming your main feeder can be decent, but it can also be horrible. Because in my opinion, my case right here is I don't have too much to pull out. And even if I pull everything out, it's still difficult for the Soviet Union to land and invade me here. But since I have units literally on the border of the Soviet Union, he decided to pull out of his own country. There's nothing around here. He probably deployed 1 or 2 units by this point, but I still have all of my planes and all of my bombers, as well as all of my naval commands just sitting here. So I could just start walking into his country, there's nothing he can do about it. Because if he decides to have a bomber somewhere here, I could just look where it is and shut it down. Start World War III. Basically speaking, this is a Cold War game. This is nothing about World War III. World War III is the button down here. This is the button for World War III. Oh, no boost on NASA? I'm sad now. He needs at least 4 tank commands. If Nasser isn't at least a 15 size person, then I'm really sad.
So Nasser is the Egyptian leader that I just recruited, and he will have a short but glorious career.
Taking over Iran. I see. So, Shadow and Ace, for what just happened is that you saw earlier that he deployed units in Yugoslavia. And I forced him with 2 attacks that both of his units are set to reorganize, which means they are just in combat. They cannot defend themselves at this situation. And now I just moved in with a tank and destroyed both his commands, which does give me victory points. Since this is also a war, you can see here, I did generate 8 victory points. And since this territory was a war zone, the units are not pulled to withdraw. The units are destroyed. If I fight a unit in a zone like this, which is a neutral zone, the unit doesn't get destroyed. The unit is forced to withdraw. Which means it's pulled back to your strategic command, aka down here, and you could just put it down again. There's absolutely nothing that's stopping you of just putting it down again.
Our fighters and carrier fleets can now deliver nuclear strikes. We have launched our first object into space.
Oh, coming to join me in space.
Yeah.
That's kind.
God damn it! Can you guys stop being shit? Get better, or there's time for another purge. I mean, for the first purge. It was definitely not a purge before. No.
Purge? What's going on?
Nothing.
This sounds alarming.
No. Everything's okay. Please go away. There's my boy, Mr. De Gaulle.
I heard purge. This can't be good.
Yeah, purge from Dota. Purge from Dota. You know? That's exactly the guy I mean, right? I'm right.
No.
Oui.
So in Europe now, you have quite a bit of forces. It can be annoying. But
Can be, will be, are going
so
to.
so as the Soviet Union here, you must find an angle.
The problem was that you had an angle. It was called Norway, but then you decided to pull everything out of your country. And like, well, how about we just relocate the entirety of the Soviet Union into the Middle East?
Yep.
All communists must now resign in Iran.
I find that to be a solid plan.
It's a small reactor leak, but everything's fine. How are you? I mean, you say small reactor leak, and I'm looking at the current situation of the nuclear bombardment, and I see a lot of dots over the Soviet Union. And I love bombs. They are the best.
Yeah, but then the doomsday is fairly low.
Let's see. There we go. Yoink.
Besides, the Soviet Union is peaceful. We're never...
Arms race.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I told you this is mine. Now let's see which button you click, because this is going to give me all the information I need. If he presses this arm, I have nothing to worry about. If he presses arm, I know that he has something in this feeder, which he was trying to do something with. So based on which button you click, you give me all the information that I need. This is what you call a checkmate.
No.
Oh, he pulled out.
As I was saying, the Soviet Union is peaceful. We heard of fly.
Wouldn't hurt a fly, but it's currently overthrown governments in all of Asia, making the life of thousands miserable.
Oh, we did no such thing. Surely.
I mean, here's the thing, that's what your propaganda is saying, but what the Indian people coming to Afghanistan and Siam told me, that's something completely different. You didn't see the waves of refugees running into Siam, begging us to save them because the communists are taking all the food.
This sounds fictitious. We did no such thing. Let's see here if this is... I think we should be able to...
Get around, there's nothing happening that I can see about. Okay.
Yeah, there's a counter-revolution going on. But other than that, everything's fine.
Eastern Baltic Zone, get out of here. Every time you fail, I see it. I'm supposed to remind you about that. Oh, Operation Boomerang.
I know what you're doing. Yeah, alright, you got me. So yeah, I did plant the KGB agent.
I mean, I don't mind it. It's your country. You're gonna see it anyway, so... Sure. You can have that KGB agent in this one army command. So what's happening here is he used the infiltration option to now infiltrate this unit, which means whenever I do anything with this unit, he always has full sight of this unit and all units within the same zone. So if I was to put anything else into East Germany, then he would be able to see this. But since there's only a single army command here, there's nothing he can see. All he sees is that there's one tank and that tank is just completely okay. But he knows this anyway, because he sees that I'm deploying stuff. Not blind.
Oh,
Get out of my zone.
I never thought you would be.
I might wear glasses, and I need to also go to to the Optiker to just get stronger ones, but I'm not blind. Get out of my country. Eve blocks. This is mine. So basically what he's trying here is that he tried to get control over the Swedish-Finnish zone so that he can start setting up some commands here. But I can always just annoy him here by killing his units quickly and then putting countermeasures up.
So this one is interesting because I control the Levantian zone now, and he has put all his units elsewhere. So now it's going to be difficult for him to get here, and that could grant me 5 influence at the end of this particular turn. So, and he must pick arm, because if he picks disarm, then of course he must rely on Ben Gurion actually doing the big work to get anything done.
I don't need to do anything here.
So this gives 4 turns. So in that sense, it's yeah, it's quite interesting.
Again, I don't have to do anything. I can just give you that. This is right as of now. This is really worthless territory. There's nothing that's happening here, and I don't need the Suez or anything. So sure, you can have that. I'll just take the entirety of Russia. I knew from the get-go that you're going to be pushing heavily into this territory. And I also know that you already removed some of his abilities, so whilst I still have Consolidate, that's not much else that I have, because you already removed support.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, he's pretty much lost there.
Oh, I didn't lose because I specifically pulled out before it even started. I knew that this was going to happen, so I didn't even bother doing anything. I decided to focus my interests elsewhere, like in Western Germany and everything. Let's see. I haven't looked at these for a while. That for later. Also keep that for later. I tried. Let's try this one more time. No. Failed again. Alright.
What happened?
Nothing.
Disarmament.
Oh, that's interesting. I didn't think you were gonna pick that, so that's really surprising, actually.
How many do I have? 4 turns. Alright. Keep 4 turns in mind.
But you see, I'm kind of up to your tricks. I know what you're trying to do.
I like how you're saying you know you're up to my tricks, and then just a second before you said you didn't expect me to pick this focus. So you have to decide which path I actually go.
but now I get what you're trying to do. So you did that because you probably deployed in mainland Norway, and if I now deploy in the Swedish-Finnish zone, which of course I would not do, because then you will attack my unit and defeat my unit. So I'm not going to be doing that.
Sure.
But yeah, it was a nice try. What I will be doing instead is deploying elsewhere. Well, am I right, or am I right?
I mean, yeah, of course, but I didn't actually plan it. It was just a pre-active movement, because I knew that if you were to bother deploying the Swedish-Finnish zone, I could destroy you. If you don't, well, that is not my issue. That's not my issue. And it just happened.
Yeah, I know. Still, it was cool. Let's see.
Ho Chi Minh Tan? Okay.
Yep.
Ho Chi Minh Tan.
Ho Chi Minh, Indochina. Hello there, Lenin. Hey, how you doing?
Hey, Lennon.
Chilling with the Hoach.
We're having a wonderful game here. I basically, at the beginning of the game, decided what I want to go with. I already have invasions of mainland Russia currently happening, whilst he's busy with Middle East and Eastern Asia and Southeastern China. And I'm just like, let me just take over the Soviet Union then. 'Cause there's my boy. There's Imre Nagy. He's a really strong boy if you can just put some tanks in there. Second week so far that you faced... Yeah, we basically had a reface with Gellert because last week didn't work out so well since Twitch and everything decided to break. Therefore, the decision was that sure, let's just try to do it again based on what happened last week, but this time we're actually going to do stuff the right way. Socialist fraternity.
The enemy have launched their first animal into orbit. The enemy have sent their first man into space.
There's Castro. Let's see, are you going to spend one military to create a war zone and give him more power? Or are you not going to do that? Pick your hand. Are you going to have a cube missile crisis with me? Or are you going to be the peaceful person you advocate to be?
Oh, I am totally peaceful. I wouldn't dream of such to sink to that level. Never. The Soviet Union is a nation.
Looking at your current borders, I don't think you are a nation. You're just falling apart.
No, they're not falling apart.
I'm looking at my tanks on the steppe of Moscow. That doesn't look like a nation.
Why are they tanks? Such violent nation.
What do you mean?
United States.
There's nobody there. You basically let me walk in without defense. Your people are completely okay. No. I have not had a single person that decided to oppose me. People want freedom, they want democracy. That is the reason why I am on the steps of Moscow, because the people are letting me in. I can show the people what happened in the last 5 years. There was not one person opposing me. I could just walk in. Everybody was like, you know, this communism thing sucks. I do like food though, so how about we try this democracy thing? Then I just basically drove into Ukraine and Poland. I was like, you boys want a hamburger? Heard of McDonald's before? They were like, hell yeah, brother. Give me that. And suddenly everybody's just started loving all of this. Capitalism, dude, amazing. 10 out of 10. Would eat again.
Now, the question is, what will you choose? Oh, strategic command, look at that. 2 military, 1 arsenal, for each nuclear researched. Oh. That is, I didn't expect that.
That's a lot of damage. That's a lot of nukes.
I think you're gonna also go for this armament. You know,
I have better
I
use
love
of
this
my
game.
units.
I love this game. Yeah,
Peace in our time, am I right, boys?
yeah.
Actually, I have a question. Just like, who did you send to space? Because I don't think there would be good ideas of sending the same animal if you could learn about what happens if I send a different animal to orbit. Do you send like an ape or a dog?
No, I did send a dog, Laika.
Alright, I'll go ahead and I'll send a chinchilla.
Chinchilla.
See how he reacts.
Do you have a
We
cool
have
name?
launched our first animal into orbit.
It's Kevin. It's an American. I should probably mention there's also at least 5 assault rifles on board with him. Because we want to make sure that guns work in space.
Into space.
Laser on top of the head.
Yeah. There's also a mini version of it, so if the chinchilla needs to defend itself against space monkeys, then he'll have a gun. We had to refit the trigger mechanism though, because it was difficult for the chinchilla to grab the gun. But after about 5 years of training, we now taught the chinchilla what a gun is and how to use it.
That's amazing. That's one of the best things with chinchillas.
Colonies started coming? Oh god, no. Please don't do that, Shadow. I'm just sending a chinchilla into space. He's not gonna form a communist nation of cockroaches.
There's some extreme ideas flying around.
Oh no, you don't understand it. It's, whenever Shadow and me play Stellaris, he had made a custom nation, which is literally just communist cockroaches.
Oh, really?
Yeah, they're fanatic, egalitarian, democratic cockroaches. They're like, sure, cockroaches. That sounds like very much space.
What are you doing?
Nothing.
I think you might know what I'm doing.
Yeah.
But
We're doing Yugoslavia
I
things.
don't think you care much though.
Nah. There's no threat against me.
NORAD. Oh, do you know that every Christmas NORAD tracks Santa?
No, I did not. I did not.
They do. Look this up, guys in the chat if you want them. They do. They track Santa, and then
It's
Santa's,
Christmas time, boys. What do? Well, we look where Santa Claus is.
Yeah,
Right
over
behind
the
the
sky.
guns
They
up there for
do.
us. I'm just imagining, like, you just sit in NORAD, like, super modern technology, and then, like, small kids come in. Did you find Santa Claus yet? Is he coming with the presents?
But this is an actual thing. They actually do
Ready?
this.
Alright, Shadow, that's not
Yeah.
cool. You don't shoot down Santa. You don't ready the anti-air missiles against Santa. You don't do that. What has Santa done to you? Have you been a bad kid? This is why Santa is.
Yeah, naughty
giving
boy.
you some
Naughty
stuff? Yeah,
boy.
you're definitely been a naughty
that's
boy.
yeah.
I mean, just listening to the fact that you're saying you want to shoot down Santa, just sounds like you have been a very, very naughty boy. I can understand why Santa doesn't like you.
Hey, talking about being a naughty boy. What have you been up to? This
Installment of NORAD?
yeah, but I am wondering though.
A proper cyan Christmas. Nah, I'd still prefer you not shooting down Santa. Because here's the problem. Everybody's gonna be really sad if you try that. And Santa is definitely gonna throw coal after you. So just for everybody's sanity and everybody's sake, please don't kill Santa. That's very, very naughty of you.
Now the
I
fun
don't see
begins.
why coal is a bad thing from Santa. Collecting enough means starting a factory. Oh god. You people. I mean, coal might not be that bad of a thing. Because here's the thing. Santa doesn't give you a good present because he wants to punish you for being a bad kid. But he still wants to offer you something. For the sheer fact that, you know, he doesn't want you to die. Therefore, he's giving you some coal so you can make yourself a fire during Christmas and stay warm. It's not like coal is that bad of a thing. It's just, you're not getting a present.
Yeah. You see, also, just replaced coal with oil, because oil concessions, right?
Excuse me, did I hear oil?
Yeah, oil concessions.
Aligning in Kuwait intensifies.
I'm thinking Saudi Arabia too might be good.
If I had one more influence,
this is
I could
actually
actually.
really good.
If I had a bit more influence, I could finance. I could actually just deploy straight into Iraq. Like, did I hear oil?
This is a really good thing, though, with the current situation, because of course the oil concessions, and not only does it provide me finance, but provides a little bit of extra influence in the Middle East, as at the end of this focus, I gain one for each one that I control.
I like how you're like super obsessed with the Middle East, and I'm just like, you know, I'm just gonna take over your entire country. Don't mind me. But yeah, I'm aware of what you're doing because I can see. Actually, there's a. I'm pretty sure that's a bug.
What?
So if I click on your units in Yugoslavia, it's the diamond, so I don't know what it is. But if I click on it, it tells me that it's a fighter command and there's a nuke capable unit.
Oh.
I'll quickly send you a
See
picture.
nothing.
I'll quickly send you a picture. It looks like this to me, so I know that there's a fighter command there, and that there's a nuke capable unit.
Yeah, I see. That kind of gives it away a little.
Yeah, but it was obvious to me, so I'll write a bug report later for it.
Yeah.
Bug finding 101. I mean, Lennon, you would not believe how many times I've found bugs and how easy it is for me to find bugs. Because I played Stellaris for only, I think, about 4 or 5 sessions until I already found a game-breaking bug, which allows you to have infinite amounts of districts on any planet. Also, you probably didn't see this one coming.
Big Chombe.
It's Chombe
That
time.
is exceptional. Chombe time. Be dancing in the moonlight. He's pretty powerful.
Everybody listening for the music.
Yeah, and also it has to be pointed out though, although you say, Lem, that well, it's easy finding bugs, but you have quite a bit of experience with bug searching, so it's not like you didn't begin yesterday.
I was about to say, like, let's just start what happened when I first joined us. Like, oh, here's an interface issue. Here's an issue with Mervyn. Here's a communication issue when you do this, this, and this in a row.
Yeah, but also, how many games have you bug searched? You have bug searched so many games over the last years. Yeah. So
like I've bug searched a lot with everything. It's just.
So let's talk a little bit about strategy here. Of course, now that you probably are onto my tricks, What are you looking to get out of the?
Get out of what?
Of selecting my
Oh, not much. Just
Selecting my
the
focus.
the other focus was a focus which is just completely worthless to me. I was hoping that maybe this is a focus where you have to pay something, or if it gives you something, it pushes you over the limit of somewhere, so I can force mismanagement on you.
No.
Yeah, I was just hoping that. Because this is a thing I've done with Python before, because it's like, oh, you look at the focuses and you see there's 2 focuses in North America. So one has to be the focus which resets financial and elite alignment. Elite and government. Elite and government alignment. And the other one is the Hollywood Investigations, which sets elites to 5. So he was just like super happy, yes, I just gained 1 elite and I've also gained 1 government. And like, let me reset that for you. Because I wasn't sure which focus you still had in Sub-Saharan Africa. I was like, let's try just pressing any button here. All are fine. But yeah, it's oftentimes people misunderstand how difficult it can be to find bugs. But if you have the right tools, it also helps a lot. Because I cannot forget to tell people, if you want to find bugs, you have to understand how stuff works. And in games like Stellaris, EU4, it helps me a lot because I played Hoi 4, and I know the coding for Hoi 4. So, since this is the same engine, well, there's your point. I'll look in a second, give me a moment.
Are you looking at something juicy? I mean, I have to say, the only thing I'm afraid of that you are doing is that you're relocating your fighters from North America to Western Europe.
Maybe.
And for that reason, I am kind of nervous about that.
Oh, don't worry. Just remember, everybody's dancing in the moonlight. You don't have to worry about anything. Remember? Disarming all fears, peace in our time.
Yeah. Yep. That's all good.
Check the Stellaris room for you. Future USA, United States, Earth, wasteful, deviance, citizen service, egalitarian fanatic. We're not fanatic militaristic. We are fanatic egalitarian. Everybody is the same. And you also forget that we have to be a mega corporation. Because we're capitalists. You don't understand how any of this works, do you, Shadow? Like if you want to do it proper, then make it materialist, egalitarian, militaristic. It has to be a mega corporation with franchising and brand loyalty. There is your America.
There is Imre Nagy. Hey, Imre Nagy. Actually, is Imre Nagy. It's Imre Nagy, ladies and gentlemen.
He's our boy. I made modern America. Everyone is equally thirsty for oil? Exactly. We have to invade space because some of these aliens might be hiding some oil, and we can't have that, can we?
I so want this to happen.
Oh, it failed.
So, I was gonna do I was gonna do Operation Cylinder.
I hope that you get fighter commands like crazy because I have all of mine deployed. But you failed. I know that feeling. I've done that multiple times. It feels really bad because you know that, oh, my enemy has all of his fighter commands deployed, but... Nope. Ooh. Well, 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 Mr. Soviet. Enemy activity.
What happened?
Enemy activity. How dare you? I'll force your hand. Somebody touching my government.
Well, what happened?
I found out that you were doing Operation Cylinder, and I'm just basically telling everybody you're a very naughty, naughty boy.
Are you gonna shoot down Santa now when he passes NORAD?
I don't think I need to shoot down Santa, because Santa is very capitalist. Remember, if you want your kids to have presents, then you have to pay, like you have to send a letter to Santa, which costs money. You have to also go to the mall and sit on the lap of one of Santa's helpers, which also costs money. Santa is not that charitable as you think. Like, how do you think he's paying all of these people? They have to live off of something.
Well, have you seen how closely Santa resembles? There's a practical look-alike of Stalin, if Stalin had a beard.
Alright, I didn't expect that one. Didn't expect you to call Santa a communist.
Source and guide. The Committee for State Security. Exports must be stimulated to show success of communism. Yes, please. The world will see the benefits of Marxist-Leninist economics if we export goods to friendly countries. Ah, yes. Let's see. Can place an influence, make it a priority. Oh. Increase. Yes.
Well, he does share presence. Stalin lives on. Stalin lives on. Oh god. I'm just imagining, like, everybody's like, oh, Stalin never died, Hitler never died, and just like thinking about just like, you see like two bearded men in Argentina, both like wearing sunglasses, really wrinkly, really old, and then just like, excuse me sir, would you like to have a cigarette? And then they just look at each other, both turn down the glasses. Stalin, is that you? Hitler, you little shit. And they're both just sitting in Buenos Aires like, why the hell are you here?
New timeline.
Yeah, that would definitely be a new timeline. Here, this is the focus I mean. This is the focus I mean. Like, I did this to against Python, and it just ruined his game because he was just done for after that happened. Yes, elves that work for free. I mean, you might say they work for free, but can you say for sure he's not paying those elves?
Are you guys still debating about?
Yeah, I can guarantee you that Santa is a capitalist. Because remember, those elves aren't working for free. They're getting food, they're having shelter, they're having a warm house, they're getting good clothing.
Oh my god.
They have a clean working place.
What is this I hear?
He's very capitalist. That sounds like complete capitalism to me.
Oh my.
Gonna make something cursed. How do you know he's not forcing them to work? I don't see that any of them are forced. I don't see, like, I've seen a lot of movies about Santa. I've not seen one where they had to put up a wall around Santa's workshop. They could have just left at any point. Stuff is free. What would the elves be paid with? They have no currency. I mean, I would like look at the Soviet Union. Bread is a currency there.
Aren't tinsels current? Yeah, glitter and all that.
Yeah, just oh, you would like to be paid? Would you like to be paid in glitter or bread?
Gingerbread. Get oatmeal and gingerbread.
They hide the truth of. Are you not the workshop? It's not a gulag. Oh god. It's definitely not a forced labor camp, don't say that.
So it seems I just got direct talks. The Americans may be open to negotiations. Would you be open to negotiations? Or should I just call your bluff?
We can talk. What do you want to talk about? Wanna have
I'll
another dinner? Dude, let's go to India
The
this
last
time.
dinner was not a success. As far as I remember, that was when you invaded my beloved Soviet Union.
I didn't invade anything. Remember, the people just let me walk in. At no time did I even spill one drop of blood, and not one gun was fired. Your people just let me walk in there. Your people wanted this. Your people were supporting me in the agenda of turning their country democratic from the communist menace that was gripping them.
Yeah, indeed. Germany has been unified.
We have completed
Germany
our
has
first
been unified.
rendezvous in
And
space.
Hungary's free.
We have completed our first orbit of the moon.
Now here is the
No.
the 60 chess move. I got mismanagement because I have too much military, but I decided to decide later, and now I used military, and I'm gonna press this button to get 2 more military again.
Our bomber commands can now deliver
Nicely
chess
done, sir. Nicely done. A Shermanesque statement happened to the US. Oh, so you didn't let them. You didn't
You
allow
just
them to
unify
run.
Germany? I mean, I didn't just unify Germany. I'll unify something else in a second. Which is something that he did not see coming. 500,000 tanks waiting in Yemen to walk over the Saudi Arabian border to secure that oil. Also, can you get out of Afghanistan already? I remember we decided to pull out after the war. Why are you still in Afghanistan and
There is
Iran?
no such thing.
Get out of there.
I don't remember anything. I looked at all the documents and I see no such thing.
Let me just quickly open that document there. Let's see. Well, let me just quickly look through archives. World War II agreement to leave Iran. Anglo-Soviet invasion of Iran. There it
What
is.
is this?
Treaty.
Googling?
There it
This
is. Allied
seems
supply
wrong.
lines to the
This-
Soviet Union, secure Iranian oil fields, limit German influence
Totally
in
seems-
Iran.
Doesn't seem legit at all, ladies and gentlemen. He's googling things.
I'm not googling things. I'm just going through our documents. This is the documents which your ambassador gave to me because this was cooperation work that we have done together with you and the Brits.
No such thing. No such thing. We've looked at all our documents. There's no such thing. Which reminds me, actually, we should be doing some of this. Though, why aren't we doing some of this? Yeah, let's do some of this. Where do we have you? Here you have you.
Here it is. During the 3 years of occupation, had expanded political influence in Azerbaijan and the Iranian Kurdistan in northwestern Iran. And on the 12th of December 1945, after weeks of violent clash, the Soviet-backed separatist People's Republic of Azerbaijan was founded. The Kurdish People's Republic was also established in 1945, when the deadline for withdrawal arrived on the 2nd of March 1946, 6 months after the end of the war. The British began to withdraw, but Moscow refused, citing threats to the Soviet security. You have to pull out.
It's totally.
We already told you 7 years ago to leave, and you decide to stay. What
they
button
had
do I
some
press
good
here? Let's
lavash
see.
bread. Shout out to all the Iranians. Yeah, it's good lavash bread. Yeah,
Well, let's
there's
have another one.
hospitality, brinkmanship, influence in mainland Spain. What? What is this devilry?
You will see a proper 6D chess move in a second. The letter got lost in the mail. I'll just send him an email, don't worry about it. He can't say he lost that one. Or better, if he says that if he lost that email, I'm just gonna send a drone in.
Afghanistan is mine.
Yeah, I noticed that. You've
You're,
been illegally invading Afghanistan.
Growing pumpkin seeds.
Pumpkin seeds? Okay. If you say so.
Yay! Love pumpkin seeds. Oh, the girl. And boosted. I'm not a fan, I gotta say.
Would you like to know what's even better than all of this?
You mean Hoksha! Oi! Waiting for Hoksha. Well.
Would you like to know what's really, really nice about this entire situation, though?
What? You're not gonna assassinate him, are you?
Actually, let's see. Can I even? No, I can't. He has too much influence right now. But I want to try one thing really quick. Let me just double check this. No, that is up to date. I don't need this.
Erratic pulse.
Don't
Oh.
need that right now.
What is happening with the US administration? Yeah. Actually, you know what I would like to do? Ah, this would be so good. No!
Help, my mill's power increased by 2. Somebody tried to assassinate you. Here's the thing, I actually couldn't use him for anything, so thank you very much, because now I can use that.
Oh, yeah, I know.
He was worthless to me before, and now he basically just gave me more power.
Slippery in the shower, and then he didn't slip fast enough. So yeah, I will never admit to us trying to assassinate him.
I mean, first of all, you said it yourself. Second of all, I have evidence. Like, the fact that you were trying to shoot him in the middle of a press conference just tells me that you've tried it. There was 7 cameras currently viewing that guy, and after we caught him, he basically told me that yes, he's a Russian spy.
He most certainly did not. No,
Just here to
no, he just
try to
had
assassinate
naturally
him by making
slippery showers. I don't, yeah. I
he
hear
brought him into
carpenters
prison,
were telling the
and
story that.
And then he made the soap slippery.
Oh. In Greece. Why are the Greeks, I thought the Greeks were... Ah, you want to come back to me. Ah, there we go. Ah. Haha. Ah, only one left on the goal.
Disarmament.
And now here comes my checkmate maneuver.
How so?
I'm waiting for you to choose your posture.
Of course, you have a bunch of units deployed, so you could have disarmed. In which case, that would be pretty good for me. But, on the other hand, you might, and it might be good for me to arm. If you have disarmed. But if you have not disarmed, then this will be... So... But would you disarm? Why would you disarm? You would disarm. No, wait, you would disarm, because you know that I would. No. You only got the goal. And you would have to assassinate Hoksha. To invade. You're probably gonna invade. Because you invaded the other one.
He can't hear me right now, but please don't say anything in chat. I want him to find out what I'm trying to do, because he doesn't know it and I'm not gonna say it.
You sneaky. So you probably want me to disarm. So I should probably arm. But if I arm, I can move. Well, this could be a decider, for sure. If I pick arm and you have disarmed, then you're gonna remove all my stuff, so that would be bad.
They're gonna pick?
Yeah, I'm gonna disarm.
Why one? Because here's what I've been looking towards.
I figured you would.
You got lucky there. I didn't expect you to actually get one block in there. Oh.
You see what I did?
It was a good try, but I still win this situation because I have the entire feeder under control.
Yeah, you do. But you gotta admit though, you did not expect that.
I did expect it, I didn't expect it at that point though.
Yeah, so basically what I did before was I added a policy that would that basically when he did.
I should have just done Olympus Rising before, just to double check.
Exactly. Then it got blocked.
Yeah.
Ooh, interesting.
That online. Yep, keep that territory under control. But I still have one big advantage over you. I still basically control the entire European territory.
Yeah,
because
I mean
you pulled out as well, which means you don't have anything there.
Yeah.
Aces of water. In common form. But yeah, Shadow, the game actually has a lot of mind gaming. You often have to mind, because this is again what we explained before, why we specifically say the game is better played if you don't have any way of communicating with your enemy. This is why there is no chat in the game. Because you're better off not being able to communicate with the player, for the simple fact that it makes the game even more threatening and even more treacherous.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, there's quite a bit of. I think in the end I picked the right thing. If I would have picked arm, probably this was the better option. And also pretty good because I get a boost to counter intel and reconnaissance, so I can get some control of what you might be up to.
Northwestern Russia. What are you doing there?
Northwestern Russia? Nothing. If you saw me deploy that unit, that can only mean you have a unit in mainland Norway.
Or I have a sub somewhere which you don't know about.
Well, but a unit nonetheless. But the KGB thanks you for confirming that.
Sure. I mean, you would have seen it now anyway.
Doing some nasty. You're building Fortress Europe, I see. Mainland Norway. Confirmed. So, let's see what you have in Iceland. Nothing. Okay. So let's see what you have in Portugal. Nothing. So let's see what you have in Svalbard. Hello, boys.
Hey, he found one of my stats.
You sneaky.
This is the thing which people often forget.
Deploy the bomber.
That's the thing that people often forget, the wonderful version of convoying.
Yeah. So maybe you want to tell a little bit about convoying, what that is?
Yeah, I can
Why
do
that
that.
is
So,
good.
basically in the game, the problem often is that logistics is super expensive. So if I want to do logistics in, let's say I want to do it over here, it's super expensive for me to do still. I still have to pay 2 finance. And if the Russians wanted to deploy here via sea route, that would be 12 finance. That's super expensive. But if I have a naval unit, in this case a destroyer here, he has the special ability of being able to convoy. Which means as long as this one is not reorganizing, the deployment cost in this feeder matches the one in the next. So normally it costs 1 finance to deploy in Greenland. But deploying one here makes it so that this zone is free, this zone is free, and the other ones, so it considers this to be still the same logistic zone as the capital. So I can deploy in all of these provinces over here completely for free, just because the convoying mechanic is active. Oh yeah, it's 12 finance, but the reason behind it is simple. Because if he wants to deploy a sea unit there, he has to go through North Korea, through South Korea, through Nanjing, through Guangzhou, and since he has to go all the way from his capital into Vladivostok, and then around Asia through some of my territory, and then go into Vietnam, that's why it's so expensive for him to deploy anything here.
Yeah, I can't even it can't go through enemy-controlled regions, so it has
because it has to take the land route
expensive.
through North and South Korea.
Yeah,
Because you
so
deploy a naval unit in
assemble it
Vladivostok.
in pieces.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You have to assemble it in Vladivostok, bring it to North Korea, disassemble it, or like put it on like a truck, drive it to South Korea, deploy it in South Korea again, and then drive down to Vietnam. This is why it's so expensive to do.
Obviously, I will never do that.
I mean, you probably would, but you can't afford to.
No.
Actually, before I do that, I have a better idea. I'm gonna quickly grab this guy and show off more of the convoying system. So as you guys can see right now, if I deploy in these regions, it's still relatively costly, but if I put this guy right there, and go back to my logistics, would you look at that? It's free! So I can now deploy in all of these regions completely free of cost. There's nothing you can do about it. Which is why convoying in this game is a really strong mechanic. But you have to first set up the convoy. So whilst it is possible to convoy even into Russia, it takes a bit.
Yeah, the bad part about is
Well, you can't deploy there, so I'm not scared about that at all. No, hold on, you can deploy, but it costs you 5 finance and 16 naval... Hold on, what is the name? Oh my god! If you want to deploy in Ireland, it has to go from Sevastopol, through the Suez, at Ethiopia, around India, through Vietnam, into South America, around South America, into Brazil, and from there into Ireland. Yeah, if you want to, you can deploy an air unit there. I don't mind. Go ahead. I'm not even gonna bother with that region. Oh god, that's expensive.
Yeah, I know.
Why didn't you have much in Moscow
a...
yet? Oh, simple, because if this is not the focus feeder, then it costs people support. And I don't see a reason why I would waste people support en masse. Because I don't have, like,
basically Imperial
support.
Overstretch. Yeah.
Yeah. I can't just go ahead and make everything I want over here. I can only do stuff here if this is actually the focus feeder, but since there is no Eastern Europe focus, I can't do anything in Russia. Western Europe is fine, but I don't have any Eastern Europe stuff. Oh, that's a lot of focus going away. Let's see, what do we pick? Let's go back to Western Europe, shall we?
Well, it's my turn to pick. And,
again, I muted myself here. He doesn't know it, but all of the focuses are good for me, so it doesn't matter what he picks. No, I just told Chad in secret that it doesn't matter what you pick, all the focuses are good for me.
Disarmament.
aw.
So I don't care what you pick.
Oh, you gained 2 in Angola, and you gained 1 elites as well.
Yeah.
And there's a war zone in Angola. Well, that wasn't what I would have liked, but
well,
it should be fine.
It's gonna be how it's gonna be.
Yeah, I'm supposing you're gonna be disarming, and so will I. But then,
what do the free numbers in the top right mean? Oh, you mean these numbers here? So basically, the number of the star means how much influence I have in the entire feeder. The second number is the Soviet influence in the feeder. So if you just go around a little bit, here I have 33 influence, the Soviets have 12. Here I have 14, the Soviets have 44, etc., etc. I'm actually not fully sure about the third number. Probably.
Oh, the last one is the total. The last number is the total.
Yeah, the
total possible. Yeah.
So you can see here in North America, I have 44 out of 50, and the Soviets have nothing. In Eastern Europe, I have 33 out of 12, and there's 75 available.
And of course, the rest is not yet captured.
Yeah.
Or it can be, yeah, it can be neutral. So what are you planning in Sub-Saharan Africa now?
I'm not planning anything there. I have a better idea.
Angola became neutral, so that was a... Oh, decolonization.
Did I get anything for that? Eh. But I'm gonna do this, because it annoys you and he loses control over the region. Oh, if it says I don't gain in a specific territory within a feeder, it's random. So when it said here decolonization, I gain influence, it just picks a random province. Like it just picks some place to put influence. Now you can see here. In this case, it just decided to, I decided to do decolonization, and then, well, it just put it somewhere.
And the goal is gone. Well,
Let's use them up before the timeline ends.
I will not shed a tear for that.
Could that influence to something that is capped in influence? As far as I'm aware, no. If you already have domination in a territory, so 5 influence, it's not going to add anything to that territory. It always picks some place where there is influence to be given. So in this case, in the Middle East, it wouldn't put influence in Central Turkey, and it wouldn't place influence in Iran. It picks any of the other available provinces. And if there's only one place to put influence, well, then all the influence dumps into that one province.
Ah. Well, Chombe's gone at least. That's good. He was kind of a nuisance.
Come on, he was a nice guy. Don't say that about Chombe. False flag in the Levantian zone. Levantian zone. How dare you? The poor Levantian zone has nothing done to you. Why would you do this to them?
No, they have realized that they're oppressors, the Americans.
Sorry.
Oh, bless you.
Thank you very much. Right. Solidifies
But you
my
know, we are
position.
communist heathens. We don't believe in the Lord and Savior. Oh,
Even heresy. The Emperor does not approve.
Evens. Are you gonna try and assassinate Hoksha?
Nah. That's not really worth it. I want to do that one. Let's see, I'm probably gonna do that next timeline. I'll keep him around a little bit longer. He's been doing his stuff.
Well, Sub-Saharan Africa has been a good friend of the Soviet Union.
I'm looking at a lot of American influence here. Looks like they've been more my friend than your friend.
Well, I'm actually building a road, so to speak, to the Baita Bani zone, so I finally get access to the sea.
You have access to the sea. It's called
but I get
Vladivostok.
even better access. Yeah, but that's a little bit choked off.
I'll go ahead and put this down. Just to be sure.
Okay, USA focus selection.
Disarmament.
Gain 3 people in US arm posture. Unavailable, so you cannot choose arm. Yeah, well,
You have to
That
disarm
doesn't-
as well. Otherwise, I
That
could just
doesn't
take
quite
over
hurt
everything.
you.
You have no choice but to disarm.
Also, Doomsday Clock is at 0. This has been, I think, really neat and
Peace now time.
Peaceful game.
Right? Yeah, peace now time.
yeah. Oh, Operation detected. Imperialists talk much of their vaunted ideals at it. That's exactly what you were doing right now. And now I get a decision about it. But it's merely the barking of a dog trying to hide the blood around its mouth. We know.
I like how you
they
say
have
I've
done
been.
something in the
You
shadow.
found one of my operations, and I haven't done anything for your 1.5 timelines.
I could go to the UN actually. That
Oh, you're
Responding kind.
gonna go to the yen and just like be like, America has called me a boo-boo head.
That's exactly what I will do.
I'm just imagining like Stalin standing in front of the UN and just crying.
I'll go
like,
to the UN.
He called me a boo-boo head.
I'm going to the UN. This is serious.
Let's see. There you go. That looks like a good button for me. Thank you. Free elites and free military.
Oh, you got the call. Oh, diplomatic headway. I see. Recent efforts by the governments have yielded some unexpected and mutually beneficial possibilities.
I like how I decided to
let's
escalate
see.
and you get diplomatic headway. I don't think that's how it works.
We have not forgotten the crimes of the Americans, but perhaps for now we can temper our responses.
He's escalating it.
Yeah,
Pull the lever, Kronk. Escalate the conflict.
Well, it's a detente. Let's see.
I found a small graphic issue. I'll put that
3
aside
more
so I can report it
turns.
later.
What happened?
In the zone of Spain, that one is overlaying above the lines of the focus feeder. Therefore, it's shining through a lot stronger. Doomsday starting coming? No, there's a lot of time. I think we've actually been on high Doomsday multiple times. We've been on super high Doomsday for a while, because when I walked straight into the Eastern Baltic zone, it sets the Doomsday all the way to 5, all the way to 10. Because if I move into a province which has 5 influence to the enemy, it instantly creates maximum Doomsday.
Two more turns. I think I know what I'm going to do.
Meant Doomsday origin joke type? No. Nothing in that regard. Nothing in that regard. I actually put one here just to be sure in case something happens. There is it. Focus completed. Re-enables all of my stuff. There goes Kimati, there goes
Kimati.
Hapsa.
And Hoksha is gone. But that was to be expected. Wow. This is cool.
Yes, I will do that. I'll go with full employment.
Oh, what?
Imagine not having any people support because the enemy decided to escalate the conflict with me. And now I can invert that. Oh, right.
We have successfully landed a man. We have built and launched a space station.
Hello. I have a space program. This is basically just like in real life. You've done everything else before me, but I'm the person to land on the moon, so I get all the fame.
Yeah, we did pretty much historically the space race.
Yeah. And now I'm the person to land on the moon and I get all the glory. And everybody forgot that America lost the space race to begin with. No. Why are you getting diplomatic headway again? We just had that.
The enemy have successfully landed a man on the moon.
We literally just had that.
The enemy has built and launched a space station.
Yes, except I never decided what to do about it. Booyah! Goodbye, Imre Nagy. Hello, Dubček.
No, I can fix that. Because there's only one person to fix that issue. And you know who it is?
No.
You know who it is. There's one person who can fix this. Oh, I was about to send in the United States Marine Corps.
I know, I know.
They're sitting in West Berlin.
You were bragging about when you deployed them previously in West Berlin.
I wasn't bragging about that.
Backup, but at least we no longer have Renard there.
It's like, come on, I was just about to invade you with the United States Marine Corps. They were about to do their duty.
Dirty duty.
No, the right duty. The duty of men.
The duty. Okay, let's see here. Still have some interesting stuff to deploy.
Looks good to me. Let's just quickly go ahead and do that. Did you lose land now,
Greenland.
or I didn't lose anything? Why would I lose land? I still own this. Nothing changed about the situation. It's just that the leader I had stationed in eastern Poland is no longer there. But the thing is, he can't move in because this is a war zone, and if he moves in, then I have a stack of planes and bombers here who would like to have his number. So I didn't lose any land. It's still completely in my control. He can't do anything in Eastern Europe without encouraging the wrath of the United States Armored Air Corps. Gonna be dropping hot, boys. Gonna be dropping hot. I don't think that's going to happen. I'm pretty sure you don't have anything in that regard. But I quickly want to actually do one other thing. And we put that guy right here.
And I put this guy right over here. Hello.
Sure.
Oh no, clicked the wrong thing. So Ceausescu is pretty nice.
that guy right here. Because this is actually something which people often don't know. So as you can see here, there's only so many feeders, but there's a province up here also exists. But you can also just, if you go back to the main screen, you click up here. Hello! There's another feeder! For you to understand, I'm just showing off the Arctic that does actually exist as a feeder itself. Right.
Oh! Is it submarine time?
I had some spare time, so I decided to just put some there. Right, what are you picking? Is it West Germany time? Or are you gonna go back to Asia? Maybe another focus in the Middle East?
Let me just check. No, that's not a good one. I love this focus. No, that's not a good one. Oh yes, I should probably do this one.
I've been waiting for you. I'll let you have your time.
Ah, Italian communism! So I flipped Italy. Yay! Question now is, what will you pick?
Zone of influence. No, I also didn't lose any zone of influence because this is still considered to be my influence zone. Eastern German Baltic zone. Whilst he is able to use his leader over here to move it into his direction, but you can only use it 4 times, so at most you could get 1 influence in there. But since I have still the entirety of the control here, I can still own this feeder completely.
Oh, you also disarmed.
Yeah. Why are you getting diplomatic headway again?
No.
This is the 3rd time. Excuse me? It sounds like a scam at this point. It's like, hey, here's more diplomatic headway. There's more diplomatic headway. Oh, would you like some more diplomatic headway?
The only good thing about this is now that Italy came and joined the party, is that I can finally achieve my biggest dream of all: deploying units on Ireland. Because now it only costs 5.
It cost 5 before. The naval
Mission accomplished.
The sea route is 16.
Yeah.
The air route is still only 5. You could have done it before.
Yeah, I know, but
I know
still
for a fact
good.
that you basically barely have enough cash for this though. Let's put that guy right there. Then I'm gonna put another one right there. Where are all of you guys? Oh yeah, right. They're hanging out over here. We could probably move one out. Redeploy that guy over here. If you float my headway for sale, only 3 rubles. I don't want more diplomatic headway, please go away. I've had enough of this. 5, 6, 7. 5, 6, 7. Alright, this way works. I mean, who cares? Ruble is a closed currency. I can't use it anyway. Why do you think Pepsi didn't want it? Because you can't use it on the international market.
Hmm. I'm taking a risk here, but I think it's a calculated risk. Yeah. Yeah, that was right. Oh. Sometimes it's pretty good to be right.
So, remember that whole deploying on Ireland thing?
Yeah.
Why is no one there?
I remember Ireland.
There's no one there.
Place.
You said you're deploying on Ireland. I'm looking at Ireland. There's no one in Ireland.
Yeah. Are you
Where's
doing
my
something
island?
sneaky? Well, let's see. Recon. Ireland.
I'm looking at Ireland. Where are you?
Oh. Well, there is something. There's this.
Oh no, I'm getting attacked. What shall I do now?
Now you probably have carriers.
I mean, I just wanted to land on Ireland. Why you gonna be so aggressive, mate? Why you gonna be like that?
Yeah, but I suspect that you have fighters or something else there. So,
I mean,
I
here's the
don't wanna
here's the
waste
thing. If I had a
still have
fighter
90
there,
Oh, you did just deploy the unit in French Belgium.
if I had a fighter there, wouldn't you have fought that fighter? And how am I gonna have a fighter there?
No,
if
no,
the
no. I
province
don't
is
think you have a
yours?
fighter there. Probably have fighters elsewhere, but not there. Let's see what you got. Yeah, one of the. Let's see if we can get this. This would be really good to get.
Oh, Operation Romeo.
Yes!
Hello.
Yeah. Success.
Time to send counterintelligence. I mean, it's not like there's a lot here, so sure. And there's no strategic information I have in other provinces which you not already know about.
Yeah. So I have a 95% chance. Let's see. Svalbard, nothing. Yeah, also by doing space race missions, you do increase the influence.
The reconnaissance
success
chance.
of
Which is why we currently have a 70% chance higher on recon. So if I was to do a recon right now, the guarantee is basically 100% that I would be successful. Because taking a picture from space is really efficient. It's like, oh, the enemy doesn't know about it because the thing circles above his head like every 5 minutes anyway.
I see now. There it is. There it is, ladies and gentlemen. Portugal. Portugal.
Oh no, he
You
found one of
sneaky.
my fighters.
Sneaky, sneaky. Well, I'm not gonna attack it anyway.
Can't attack it.
But I have one turn left, and I will get rid of your fleet.
Sure, I'll retreat that guy.
Disarmament.
Oh. Oh, Kalashnikov comrades.
Well, I wasn't sure which one it is, but let's see the cards. There we go. Here's the thing, since even if you did decide to do anything in this theater, since I do decided to just disarm everything, nothing matters, because you can't do anything about it.
You're deploying something. The bad stuff about using recon though is that my chances of discovering things diminish every time I
each time.
succeed. All right, so where are you putting your units? You're not putting your units in Norway, so Canary Islands. Nope. You're doing something sneaky.
A question
Pretty
of
sure
Norway
it was-
nuke him? There's zero doomsday, I couldn't even pull the trigger if I wanted to. I have enough nukes to easily throw him to Kingdom Come, but I don't have the interest of currently nuking the Soviet Union. There's no reason to be that aggressive.
Will we get nuke him? Nuke him.
Let's do this one again.
Booyah! Now I see where your fighter is.
Sure.
Hmm.
Again, I muted Discord. I would love if you could see my smug face right now, because I'm doing this on purpose. I'm giving him victory points so that I will have first pick in the turn where I can get Star Wars. But shh, don't say anything in chat. I don't want him to know. Sub-Saharan Africa again. Okay.
Disarmament.
Yep.
Okay. I'm basically at this point just waiting for you to get diplomatic headway again.
Ah, I misplayed.
What? Do you not want to
How-
disarm?
Oh, it's alright.
Whenever I'm not feeling too well, I just click on this province and I'm just enjoying my day. Look at that, boys. It's the South Sandwich Trench. You hungry? Just come down to the South Sandwich Trench. What you doing right now, mate? I mean, if you want to, we can always go back to the good old time. You know, when we just like having a wonderful dinner in Hokkaido. That sounds like a good time, doesn't it?
Oh, it is a good time.
Yeah, let's do that again. I have a great idea. Let's do this again.
Oh.
I've been a turn late. Thought you were still reorganizing. This is one of the things which is kind of sad. You rarely do anything in the Pacific, but there's so many nice leaders and so much stuff that actually happen in the Pacific. But there's so few things that actually happen around there, so you never get to do it. Kind of sad. But I like his hat, so I'm gonna get this guy. Let's go ahead and we'll go back. I like the hat. 10 out of 10. But higher again. I also like how you have not done anything with Castro. You got him, and then since then he's just sitting there, like, waiting for you to finally say good day to him.
Yep, pretty much.
Disarmament.
Strategic partnership. Oh.
Well, this is not the real Gandhi, good enough.
Our bomber commands can deliver strikes at a greater range.
Ooh, Helmut Schmidt. He's actually one of the few German leaders that I remember out of my youth because I read about him in school.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah. The thing is, because we always we were talking about like Helmut Kohl and Helmut Schmidt, because Kohl in Germany is a vegetable. So I'm like, oh, it's Helmut Kohl again. I should have to check how it's called in English. What is it called in English? Oh, it's cabbage. Yeah, because it's Helmut Cabbage. So it's like, oh, it's Helmut Cabbage and Helmut Schmidt. The guy with the boring name and the guy who was just kind of there. Was being a vegetable.
Yeah. Now comes the big question. What endgame are you looking to get?
I mean, would you like to know how many nukes I have?
No.
Oh.
Yeah, I mean, I can find that out myself if I really wanted to, but I've probably a lot.
I have a lot of nukes.
We could go for a mutual victory.
I mean, chat saying that, like, Linus, like, let's just go peaceful for 1991. I'm like, I mean, that would work, but you promised me another dinner and you didn't show up, so...
Well, let's see what you have in North America.
I have a lot of stuff here.
Wow. Yeah, you have a lot of stuff.
I was like, hey, if anybody bothers to go for nuclear victory, then it might be a decent idea if I put some fighters up, and I'm like, yeah, how about I just put all of them up? Just put them all everywhere, just every single one of them. Put one there, place one here, another one right there, and just like keep adding more and more on top of it.
I mean, I have been sneaking out some units here and there. You might have seen that.
Oh yeah, I've been looking.
Maybe I should get Pol Pot. Alright, Pol Pot makes his entrance.
Last time I actually used him, I used him as a landmine. Because my enemy was like, hey boys, I have this great idea. You just pulled out of Asia, so let me just put my tanks straight into Vietnam. And like, he puts 2 units there, I'm like, well, I have 2 leaders I can deploy here. I can deploy Pol Pot and... sorry, I forgot the name of the other... I forgot the other guy. You can deploy Pol Pot and one more person. It's like I just deployed both and just contested all of his units, killing them all.
Yeah, but I think the big question here is, how does this game end? Because we have 3 options. Well, actually only about 2 options. Because I think if I let this go another timeline, you will probably do the SDI, in which case I would lose the game. Now, the other option is that I declare nuclear war, in which case probably there's a good chance of survival, but I can't be certain of that.
The fact that I have fighters everywhere, I'm guarding all of my influence, and I have bombers and almost all of the nuclear technology.
Exactly. Probably a mutual defeat.
No, it would probably be
defeat.
like a close defeat for me. Like really close towards actually getting the victory. Because North America has so many fighters, you're not going to get any victory points on here. I'm going to shoot most of your nukes down. And since I have range to bomb everything, because I have fighters and bombers everywhere, it would most likely be a win on my side.
I know you do, yeah. And that's sort of what I've what I kind of been dreading.
That's...
And I can't really make any headway in Europe.
Yeah.
Well, I potentially I could, but question is, I mean, you don't have any fighters near Italy.
You
because
think?
I would have seen them.
You sure about that? You know for yourself that I have something in northern UK, and also why did you just pull out of Yugoslavia? Come on, stay in Yugoslavia. Why are you leaving? Come back, boy.
I'm not leaving. I'm
Back
pinning
here.
down your fighter. So the
Alright. Okay. People is higher than American people. Gain difference in influence now. Gain 1 victory point. Yeah, here's the problem. I have 7 people. So I'm pretty sure you're not getting anything.
oh,
I'm not pulling out, I'm not stupid. You are going to arm anyway and get the nuclear war going. But I'm gonna arm myself so I don't lose my fighter commands. I'm gonna pull out. Not dumb. You could try and nuke me, but here's the thing, you pinned down one of my fighters in Europe. One of them.
I know.
Yeah, you're pulling your units back. You're undeploying everything you don't need, so. There it is. War zone in Greenland. Alright.
The thing is, I don't have any fighters deployed anywhere. Because I only rely on one delivery system, which is...
You don't have the submarines. You have only bombers. Pulling these guys out. I will pull that guy.
But I think this will end in a mutual defeat if I do launch the nuclear war. So...
I mean, look at the statistic right now. It says if I was to launch, it's a USSR major victory. I don't know why. Oh, people backlash, right. Because I have so many people, I have a huge backlash. Oh, I was like, why is it telling me that? Of course, because the arsenal you have is completely wrong. It's telling me you have a ginormous amount of nukes. Because I never did any espionage on you. Yeah, I'm gonna have to do an espionage mission before I actually know how much you have. Because it's telling me you have like 60 nukes. I'm like, that can't be right. I have almost all the nuclear technology. How is he gonna have 60?
I mean, the one advantage I have is not... I think this...
There it is. Yeah, he has... Now it's telling me correctly.
Oh, you spied on me.
Yeah. Now I actually have the correct amount of nukes.
Maybe you have more nukes than me.
Oh, I have a lot more. I have a lot more. The thing which is also always funny with this overview, it doesn't take into effect that all of these targets which it's telling me it's gonna nuke, he most likely can't even reach it because I don't know where his bombers are. And I can almost guarantee you, he is not going to nuke the Falklands. There's no way he's going to nuke the Falklands, even though the game's telling me, like, there's going to be a nuke on the Falklands. Like, that's not happening. So whilst the system is, like, semi-correct, it still has a bunch of stuff, which is not cool.
Wow.
What is your outcome if you launch? You're gonna lose.
I mean, yeah, I'm gonna lose a lot. Basically, everything is gonna be destroyed. That's... But the question is, if I get your fighter...
Again, here's the thing, you got one fighter. I'm not that dumb, I'm having everything in the same province when I know you can find that. Sure, you got one, congratulations. Let me just deploy 2 more. I have a lot of stuff. I'm actually gonna put that guy right there. Keep that guy down there. Also have this guy to do his own thing. Put some over here as well. I know you don't have anything left in Norway, but I'm not going to deploy there. Because the problem that you have is that in the current situation of the game, I have about 7 provinces in... No, hold on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 provinces in Western Europe which I can deploy in, which you have no intel over. And since you already spammed recon like crazy...
I know, that's the one thing that is really bad. My recon is terrible.
Would you like to know a fun thing?
Absolutely
I never
dreadful.
use recon. Because I don't need recon. I don't need recon. I know what's going on in the world. I know you have a tank in Ireland. There's nothing in Norway. Sweden is empty. You have fighters and bombers in Italy and Yugoslavia. You had something in Yugoslavia earlier, but you moved them over into Italy. I don't need recon to know these things. And even if you haven't moved into Italy, you have moved into Greece or into Ireland. So you can use Ireland as a staging post. But even then, it doesn't matter to me. I know what's going on here.
Well, this is super exciting. The question is...
The thing that you're currently trying to do, and I know that you're doing it, you're deploying as much as you can into Ireland by redeploying stuff. But the thing is, it costs you a lot to redeploy stuff there.
And you would be perfectly right.
Again, I don't need recon to know that. Like, it's obvious that I'm happening. Let's see if I actually get the proper nuking, because there's the first nukes coming out. There's the first shutdown. You have your subs up there for ballistic missile usage.
Yeah, you see that one, yeah.
Yeah.
But you had subs also. Ooh, the devastation is too much. I didn't. I thought
most of my nukes didn't actually go out, surprisingly. But yeah, like I said, it was obvious.
I was thinking that I would survive, but no.
No, you weren't even close to surviving. That's still.
Well, I got more VP, but not close. Yeah.
Yeah, because you had the one difference which I didn't. I didn't have the super ballistic missile, and you also had less influence around the world, which I could nuke.
Yeah.
I took a beating. Yeah, but basically speaking, I still consider this a victory for me, because he was forced to put a draw into it. Because I played the cards right. He deployed stuff in Norway, and I was like, I could just suicide units into that, give him victory points, so now it was my choice of starting the next turn. So if he forced into the next timeline, it was a guaranteed victory for me. Because I had the military support for it. I could have done Star Wars.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Well, it was well played. In the end,
Yeah.
I thought I might win actually, and I got from a few extra points to 87, but you still got 60. You killed way more. Yeah, it was good. This was an
I was
excellent
actually
play.
considering if I want to do cold feed or not. But the problem I had with cold feed was I would have gotten too many victory points from cold feed. So then you would have been on 0. Then you would have been in the negative. Then I would have been the person leading the victory points. So next time, then you would have had the first turn. So I was like, I can do cold feed, force your subs out. But if I do for cold feed, then you're leading victory points. And since you pulled out of Norway, I couldn't suicide another unit into you. But yeah, I actually pulled multiple big things around you, which you didn't even notice the entire game. So when you said, oh, I have one unit in northern UK, I also had one in southern UK, a bomber in Iceland, and another bomber in Portugal.
Yeah, I saw that when the nukes started flying. Then I saw that you had units there.
Yeah.
But by that time, it was a little bit too late, and I didn't have any. I didn't want to risk losing any more turns with recon. I had like 55% chance.
Oh,
of success,
I had like almost 200% because, like I said, I never used it. It's just I'm used to playing this games without stuff like this, and I don't need it. I physically don't need it. I can get everything together because, like you saw, I just told you what you were doing. Like, it was dead obvious that you're redeploying your units into Ireland so you can nuke mainland America. But it didn't matter because you had your submarine up in the Arctic, which was doing the job anyway, which is why I just let you do your thing.
Yep. Well, it was an exceptionally well-played game. I think there were some surprises. Definitely surprised me with the ending. And there was a few times when you disarmed when I didn't think you were gonna. But I think in general, I surprised you as well with disarming in the Soviet Union. I didn't think.
Oh no, that was obvious. I physically expected that because again, I play with Python and actually mostly with Python. But we are having at this point just like a mutual agreement to not even touch the Aleutian Islands because we know whoever gets to control the Aleutian Islands basically wins the game. Which is why we say, all right, if you do decide to put something in the Aleutian Islands, then it's a disarmed Soviet Union immediately. Because if you don't bother disarming, I can just nuke you to the ground because you can't win the island. Yeah, it's not a win for the Soviet Union. It's also not a win for me. It was basically just
lost.
Yeah, actually, let me quickly go ahead and I can quickly replay the ending for you if you're interested in that. It takes like 1 second to do.
Yeah, but the play was exceptional. I think also there were quite a bit of fun elements, and in particular, I think the moves made in. Did you did you know that I was gonna be doing the Ceausescu in Eastern Europe?
Yeah. Let me quickly go ahead and show this off.
Yeah,
I don't actually hold on. I don't actually think I have a screen for it. Let me just quickly add a screen capture for this. There it is. Let me just quickly slide it over. You have a phone call incoming. So this is basically how the ending was. He decided to start nuking and the outcome.
Yeah, just got a phone about the fact that all nukes had gone out, and it was a disastrous outcome.
Yeah, but you can see here the outcome at the end was basically he had more victory points, but if you consider the situation of the Soviet Union at the end of the game, it wasn't great because the entirety of mainland Russia was completely at my disposal. It was just completely gone. But hey, the United States Marine Corps is still marked to be in Zai, and I still have Hawaii. So Hawaii survived, then Sweden survived. That's the only like semi-good places in the world.
Yeah, that's why I'm in Norway. Yeah, exactly. I'm in awe of the fact that we survived in Sweden. So that's good. Egypt survived, right?
No, Egypt got nuked. The only places that didn't get nuked at the end were the coast of Borneo, Morocco, Western Australia,
Mozambique. Yeah,
Mozambique, Madagascar, the Falklands, and Hawaii. That's the only places that didn't get nuked. You're confused on the fighters. They apparently help against nukes, but your line still got hit. Oh, because fighters can only shoot down bombs deployed by other fighters or by other bombers. But since he was using ballistic missiles with submarines, they still go through.
Precisely. And that's why...
that's why I was considering cold feet.
Lem was considering doing cold feet to press, because cold feet is a mission that can... it's a spy mission that can force Soviet submarines from the Arctic out of the Arctic.
Yeah, so basically, when I go ahead and do it, and he has submarines there, it forces 2 submarines, if successful, to leave the Arctic, to get pushed out back to the deployment, and he would have to move 2 new ones in there. But the thing is that if I do it and it is successful, then he gains victory. Then I gain victory points. And the play that I had was that I was closely behind him in victory points. So now that I was behind him in victory points, I would have gotten the first turn in the next timeline for Star Wars. I could have done the victory and ended the game there in my hands. But since I couldn't get this to happen, because then he would have been able to get Star Wars to end the game, and since I had so much people support, I could have never gone ahead and launched myself. That would have been a guarantee for him, because he would have gotten, I think, 30 victory points or something if I launched myself. That would have been way too risky. So I was forced to basically not do cold feet. And even if cold feet was successful, the problem there is the simple one. If cold feet is successful, I move 2 of his subs out, but he has another one or even 2 more in there, which Soviet players usually do. Then nothing would have happened. He would still have been able to nuke me. But yeah, in general, it was the same thing as always, like a lot of mind screwers. Just mind games everywhere, just like Shadow said earlier, it's mind games everywhere.
I see written Sweden survive is not good. Of course it's good. Yeah,
no,
pretty much. But yeah, we will all be eating seaweed because everything else is pretty much destroyed in the world. So yeah.
Oh no, you can still fish in the Baltic Sea.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, and there'll be saunas because Finland survived as well, so that's good.
No, you don't need that. It's going to be so cold. Sauna won't help you with that.
Well, there's plenty of wood in Finland. I'm sure we can have something arranged.
Sure. But I think here's a good place then to stop it. It was a really nice game, and again, I thank you very much, Gellert, for playing. It was a lot of fun. We found like small issues, but here's the thing which I also am happy about. You can see by the fact that the only thing we've been able to find was 2 small graphic issues, and we've come a long way. The game really is getting to its end, and it's really doing well now.
Yeah, most certainly, and I once again my hat off to you, Lem. Every game is a challenge with you, and you're a fantastic strategic player, and just this this game provides a lot of how you interacted to counter the moves that I was making in order to solidify influence for the United States and then strategically position yourself for a victory. I think also in the next patch that will be rolling out, there will be more updates regarding declaring war in the non-focus theaters. Previously, that is a rule that has not been allowed.
Yeah, and we've been discussing it for a while. I'm happy about it.
Yeah, so that will of course update the gameplay and make it so that, of course, action can now be taken everywhere, not just in focus theaters, if you select to use ARM. So ARM's race will be then applicable globally, not just in the current theater. The same way as disarmament is applicable globally and not just in the current theater. And this will rebalance the element of the game where you can now sit behind the shelter of the non-focused theater and build up your forces. You won't be able to do that in the future. There, you must take more precautions in where you actually place units, because they can now be attacked as you place them. That also gives more value to the intelligence and increases the paranoia. And I think that's a fantastic thing to end on. And once again, thank you so much, Lem, and thank you to all the viewers who were watching as well. And hey, a shout out to everyone in Sweden and Finland for surviving. Great job. Kiitos. Tack
Oh, I
allihop.
survived too. Alright, again, thank you all so very much, guys. It was a wonderful time, but like you said, with this, we're gonna end it here. If you guys want to see more, we'll have another Terminal Thursday next Thursday. If anybody here, Lennon, Shadow, if you guys are interested in actually playing against me, give me a shout out. I know, Lennon, you would probably be interested in doing it again, especially since it changed so much. But until then, I wish everybody a wonderful evening, a wonderful time, and I'll see you next Thursday for more Terminal Conflict. Have a nice night.